ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So, this one, people may know who this is. This is some guy named Ether. ioEther, in fact. And yes, this is one of mine. And I quite enjoyed this video. I quite enjoyed making this particular game. And such, I decided it needed to be shown. So, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Now, I need to warn you, the start of this game is kind of slow as I'm looking for an opening. Best use of a bat chat is to find an opening in the enemy. Seriously, carbine mode has turned itself off again. Just gonna irritate me if I don't do this, so we're just gonna do this really quickly. There we go. Feels like I'm doing that every video, but anyways, I think I might be. Anyways, that all being said, the start of this game is kind of slow as I try and find a place to do battle from, a place where I can sneak attack. Abbey is unfortunately a really bad place, starting out game for bat chat because there isn't any sneaky locations you can get to. The middle of the map is pretty well known. There isn't much cover in there you can like sneak shots in from, and the sides are pretty much, you know, heavy alleys where heavies do battle against tank destroyers or each other. And so, because of all that, the start of this game is going to be kind of slow. And I'm sorry, there isn't much I can do about that, but I guarantee you it is worth it in the end to stick around. So, while we're talking about this, I am going to put up another video today without... I don't think I'm going to do any commentary over it. I might just end up doing some music over it. That is one of the best scouting replays I have had submitted to me in something other than a scout tank. It is a bat chat replay, but still, it's not technically a scout tank. And it is definitely in a ranked battle, and you guys should see this. So I'll probably put that up later today. And of course, before we get started, as always, please do tell your friends. Help the channel grow by supporting us. And telling your friends and pulling them in is one of the best ways to do that. That is how we got the other video for today, is by a friend of the channel, or friend of the channel telling his friend, and he submitted a replay. Oh, well, that is one way to get shot through the building. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm attempting to find this moss that was right here. I'm not gonna find it, I don't think. Oh, there's the moss. Okay, we're realizing this ain't gonna happen. Heading back, not gonna get shots on the E5. Okay, this is unfortunately going to be a bit boring until I can find a way to do some damage. So we're gonna be a little sneaky and come down here and see if I can't spot things through these bushes. This is one of the ways you can really do some damage against the enemies if you can sneak into these bushes without being detected. And then it turns out nothing's here. I can see most of the enemy team, and I did in fact look and make sure I could see them all, and then I realized there's 3 artillery. There's 3 artillery, and nobody is paying any attention to me. So let's go find them. If I can eliminate the artillery, then at very least I can do some damage and start this game off. So, well, look, a bat chat. And it takes him half a second to realize I'm there, but of course at this point I'm very, very definitely lit. So of course the other 2 artillery are paying attention, right? Oh, one's on almost no health, not paying attention. The other one, still on almost... Oh, actually, he figured it out just as I killed his friend. He realized that there was shots winging past him. And that was a shot winging past me, I think. But it doesn't really matter. Reloading. Nowhere near any enemy tanks. And so I'm going to now concentrate on this E5. I want to see if I can do some damage to it without getting lit. But I'm looking at the front of an E5 without gold loaded, and I only have the 1 clip of gold, by the way. This is never gonna go in, so I gotta respot him and wait till he makes a mistake, like turning his side or his back to me. Get the side of his turret, put a shot into it. Unfortunately, though, he's now nowhere I can take a shot from here. Gotta relocate, move around to the other side to where his TVP is, and I'm hoping I can get shots in from here. This E5, though, knows what he's doing, and he's not going to give me any clean shots into the side of his tank. So, yeah, trying to eke shots between the buildings. It doesn't look like I'm going to get one. Realizing there's an E4 next to me at the same time, I do need to be really careful. Because if I show myself to this E4, oh well, I mean, he's going to give me shots like that. I'm going to take them through his tracks, trying to track him in place, and then finally his turret, because if I can't shoot the front of his tank, it just won't do anything. Do I get a decent shot into the E4? Yeah, it looks like he's going to give me a great shot into the back of his tank, take it just as he vanishes from sight. And I got gold loaded. I don't know if I'm going to switch that up or I'm going to keep that loaded. I can't remember. But there's one guy in the cap, so I gotta get back. We're now losing. We were winning this game clearly, but our entire heavy push died, except for these two who are beating a fighting retreat. And so, even though we had the advantage over there, as far as numbers went, we somehow lost the whole thing. Thankfully, the TVP takes out the 183. As I go over here, I realize, you know what, I'm gonna get head-to-head with an E4. Maybe this is not the best idea I've ever had as far as like just charging in. So we'll see. I don't remember if I actually just go down here or if I spin around at some point. I think somebody says something in chat that we should group up. But yeah, I'm currently hunting an E4, which is probably not the smartest idea I've ever had. I get help E5, and I realize that is in fact true. I need to get my butt over there and do something. So we're going to fast forward it while I get back. Now I've done 26... Oops. Hey, look at that. I found an enemy heavy tank. Or that was a friendly, wasn't it? With my face. So I've done 2600 damage so far. This has so far been an okay game. If I were to die right here, I'd have 4 kills. It'd be nice, but it wouldn't be a great game. Now the fact that I have the gold loaded turns out to be really amazingly well timed and well played, actually. Now the E100 is just now going to see the IS-7, and they're both turning around to face him. Nobody saw me coming up this way, so doesn't have a chance in the world to come around and put an 8 gold shell through the back of his tank and then through the back of his tank. And that is that done with. Okay, good. And then, so now we know that the E4 that was here has made his way over here. He was lit by probably the TVP before the TVP died, and there's one here. Now if they stay in this formation, we're never going to be able to cap, but we should be able to pick off this E4. And about here is when I decide I'd rather have a full clip than a partial clip of gold. And so I'm going to reload some regular ammo. We're going to speed it up a bit because it does slow down for a little bit as we need to find these guys. 5 minutes left on the clock. Ask HP on the E4s. I get told full, but I know that's not true because I did hurt the one. IS-7 has decided he wants to go down this route. Okay, sure. And I'm just going to assist him in any way I can. Which really means not being in the way and scouting, you know, in ways that we can, you know, give him a warning and stuff. But I realize he's not going to go ahead. He's really... Yes, he can get one shot by each of them and killed. But he's still an IS-7. He needs to be out in front. But he's obviously not going to be, so I'm going to have to take this role. And so I'm pushing forward, knowing that if I find the enemy, I got all my stuff ready to go. I am perfectly fine with low repair kits and whatever else to heal myself up. And the IS-7 is getting pissed. But, oh, there's the E4. There's the E4 that was at the back of the base. And so now I'm stopping because I'm going to go around here most likely. Yeah, backing up. No. Oh, whoa. Ow. Thankfully he rode lower than he could have. Ow. So our IS-7 has actually dropped off, which is incredibly not helpful. And so I'm gonna try this again. Rolling up here. I'm pulling the shot from the E4. I'm just lighting him for artillery right now more than anything else. Artillery should have shots. I could consider dropping off here, but it's not the right play. There's no reason. I mean, this IS-7 is barely going to make it up here in 2 minutes. If I dropped off there, I'm not going to make it up there in 2 minutes. I have to go in this way. And I have to kill one of them. Now, thankfully, artillery has softened him up a bit, and I relight him for artillery for exactly that purpose. And I need him to shoot, but not shoot me, preferably. Artillery hits him. I know he's stunned. I'm going in now because of the fact that he's stunned. Second guy hits me. Lock on. Do not fire because this will just get me killed. Wait until I get around the side and then pump 1, 2, 3 shells in. And lock on to the second guy. Artillery hits him and then pop. And there we go. That is game. And a Riley Walters and a Bat Chat and a useless IS-7. And props to artillery because he definitely saved my life. If the artillery hadn't caused the first guy to miss, I'd have died and then we'd have lost the game because this IS-7 would have been useless, as he obviously was. So yeah, that is how you finish a game with style and a Bat Chat. Well, rank received, so obviously this was worth it. And then, of course, no medals because you don't get medals in rank, though I should earn a Riley Walters, though sadly not a high caliber. I do want to note this game was played on the stream, but I did want to highlight it because it was definitely my best Bat Chat game ever. And I was just out of the water excited when I played this through. 4,400 damage and a little bit of spine damage. This was one of the best games I've ever had in a Bat Chat, and truly a lot of fun. And by the way, it did occur to me right near the end when I made the run on the E4 that the IS-7 was going to be useless and I was going to have to carry this whole thing. I didn't know how I was going to be able to do that, but I trusted that at least the artillery would support me, and it's exactly how that worked out. The Bat Chat artillery deserves major props on our team. Where is he? Yeah. Without him, this would have been a loss, more likely. Anyways, so, thank you all for watching. Please, I enjoy seeing ranked games as much as I enjoy seeing everything else, and I want to see some of those because I want to see what ranks you guys are getting to and what games got you there. And so send those in if you could. Also, any game you send in from now on, please make sure you live through the entire thing, or not live through the entire thing, but stay in the game through the entire thing. If I get replays with zeros on the zeros on here, I'm just gonna say no and not if I can't see any of the numbers, then that's an invalid replay and it can get shown. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Please tell your friends. That is the only way we get new people in, is you guys going out and spreading the good word. You are amazing, and you are the reason this channel exists. So thank you for everything. I will see you all later. This is ioEther out.